If you want to convert a large amount of raw data stored in a MySQL database into a concise and informative pivot table without the need to write any code whatsoever, then Smart Pivot Table Generator is just the tool for you. It can be used to create web-based pivot tables that can be exported seamlessly into Microsoft Excel worksheets. In this example, we'll show you how to create a simple pivot table using Smart Pivot Table Generator in just a few mouse clicks. Let's assume we have a database for storing sales data of a company. In a real-life scenario, many tables and columns will be included, but in this example, we'll focus only on one table, which is the Orders table, and 3 columns: Order ID, Order Date, and Ship Country. If you need a pivot table that shows the total number of orders that have been made from each country in each year, you would see something like this. The headers of the pivot table will be generated from the years, which are stored in the Order Date column. In other words, you will be converting rows to columns. Countries will be listed in the Row Labels area, and the number of orders should be listed in the body of the table. For example, the number of orders in Brazil in the year 1995 was 38. The generated pivot table is multi-styled, meaning that you can change the style of the generated pivot table. You can hide columns or show some columns, which is a great feature if you want to focus on specific columns. You can also export your pivot table to Microsoft Excel. Building this pivot table using Smart Pivot Table Generator couldn't be easier. The first step is to connect to your MySQL database. Then, once a connection is established, you will define the settings of the pivot table. First, the general settings. The title. We will add annual sales per country. MySQL Pivot Table Generator gives you the ability to password protect your tables, so only the software administrator can view it. This is recommended if your table includes confidential information. In this example, we will enable password protection. We will also need to set the isNumeric to true, since we are listing the count of orders per each country, which is numeric data that can be processed by mathematical calculation functions, which is exactly what we want to demonstrate in this example. Now we will need to specify the column labels to define exactly what will be listed as the headers of the pivot table. In our example, we want to display the years as the header, so we will select the Orders table and the Order Date field. Notice that the moment we select the Order Date, a new box appeared. In this box, we will choose Year because we want to display the annual sales. We're interested in the year part of the stored order dates. In a similar manner as we created our columns, we will display countries in the Row Labels area. We'll select the Orders table, the Ship Country column. Note that once we choose the Customers table instead of the Orders table, a new section for the relationship settings appeared. Now we can define the relationship between these two tables. This step won't be needed if all data is stored in a single table, but we just want you to know that if your data is in many related tables, that won't be a problem. Values should be listed in the main body of the generated table. In this example, we want to display the total number of orders, so we will select the Orders table, the Order ID field, and the Count function. If your pivot table includes a large number of columns, headers, or rows, you have the pagination option, which enables you to display the table in several pages and navigate between them. But we don't need this option for this example. Click Generate. That's all there is to it. Smart Pivot Table Generator will run on your server, so you pay only once to use it forever. No monthly subscription fees or hidden costs. Support service is free, so whenever you need help, be sure you will get it. Your satisfaction is guaranteed.